Hi everyone, this is Alex of Dig Primal here, and I'm here with Alex Answers. It's where when I get a question, you get an answer. So my question today that I received was, how do I treat pores naturally? And I think that's something a lot of us want to know, because there's a lot of stuff on the market, but when you look at the ingredients, not so good. So this is part of my 3-step process. So you've maybe seen some of these things individually up on the blog, but I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do it. So this treatment that I do for the cleaning out all the pores on the face and making your skin really balanced and moisturized and not too oily or anything like that. This is something that I do when I am getting ready for a special occasion, and so it's something that I might do a day before, or maybe I'll start a couple days before and do it multiple times. So it just kind of depends on the severity of what's going on in your face. As always, don't forget, our skin is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So if you're having a lot of problems with acne and things like that, you really want to make sure you're fueling yourself well, you're eating a lot of nutrient-dense foods, you're getting rid of allergens. All of this, I'll link in the post below. So don't worry about it. You can find out a lot more information there. But once you get that under control and you're really just dealing with the pores, especially around your nose and on your chin and on your forehead, this is what I do. So it's a 3-part process, like I said. The first part that I really love using is this clay mask. So it's a bentonite clay mask, and actually what I do is I make a special mixture called the Super Green Face Mask. I will link to that in the post below as well. But basically, if you just want to simplify it to the easiest thing possible, is get a bentonite clay. It pulls out toxins, it takes a lot of other stuff with it, and gunk on your face. So this stuff, it's magical. The only thing I will say though is that the sometimes when you leave it on for 15 or 20 minutes and you have fair skin, you can get a little bit of redness afterwards. So if you're doing this right before an event, just be aware. This can really be problematic, but it's also incredibly effective. So, you know, you've been warned, so just be careful here. Then the second part is something I've been teasing on the blog for a while, but this is the label's in Russian, so you won't be able to read it, but I do have another version of this. It's burdock root oil. It's from Amazon, and once I've done the bentonite clay mask, I will use this as my oil cleansing method. So just like any other oil cleansing method, I rub the oil all over my face, rub for about 5 minutes, and then I take a hot washcloth, I take a regular washcloth, I put it under hot water, let it heat up, and then I squeeze it out a little bit and place it over my face to let it all steam. I wipe my face. I do that a couple more times with the face wash, the face cloth, and then that's it for the second step. And then the third step is one of my favorites, raw honey. So this I either mix with baking soda and make a skin polishing scrub that's a little bit more aggressive, and I find that it's not necessary after I've already done the bentonite clay and the burdock root oil. But if you really want to get, you know, on your pores, you can mix raw honey and baking soda. Again, I have the actual recipe below in the post, but the way I do it is pretty simple. I just take the raw honey, I smear it all over my skin, I let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I'll kind of like pat it, because your skin gets really sticky, so it'll kind of just like gently massage your face, and I think it helps pull things out. I don't know for sure, I don't think that's scientific, but that's what I found. So after all of that, usually I find that I don't need anything else. I just wash off the honey, pat my skin dry, and it's totally balanced, totally moisturized. There's no oil, there's no dryness, and I find that I don't need anything else. If that's not the case and you're maybe working on your skin a little bit more, or you just have a different complexion, you might want to actually wash your face with whatever your face cleanser is, and then moisturize like you normally would. I obviously like my natural skin serums that I use, but whatever you use is normally fine. And so after that, you can check out your pores. They should be much, much cleaner. Obviously, if you have a lot of buildup, you might need to do this multiple times. No big deal. I just wouldn't do it over and over in one day. I would maybe consider doing it a day, waiting a couple days, doing it again, waiting a couple days. I think you'll get a lot of redness if you try to do too much. And obviously, don't forget, stress, food, all of those things that we normally talk about for health still apply, but this 3-part process works for me pretty well. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear what your results are when you do this. And if you want, you can even email me pictures. My email is alexdigprimal@gmail.com. But yeah, let me know. And if you like this video, please like it and share it with your friends. I would very much appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.